everybody, Steelfish Gaming here. Welcome to the next episode of Cooking with Steelfish Gaming. And I am making something pretty cool today. Back in the 1600s and 1700s, like during the Civil War, there was a food they would eat called hardtack. It was just a really solid piece of bread that would last forever. It wouldn't go bad no matter what. And it was really bland though, so I'm going to be adding two special ingredients. Kool Aid and pickles. Let's get right into it!
Go, Steelfish Gaming! Go, Steelfish Gaming!
Okay, so here's all we need. We have flour and water. I'm going to get a bowl to mix it in real quick. And it says 2 cups of all-purpose flour, so I'm going to start out with that. Just get this open. Alright, 2 cups of that. Here's... Why is my camera so dark? 1 Mississippi. I can see if I can fix that. Okay, I don't know what I did, but it looks a lot better now. Maybe a little bit too bright even, but... Alright, so there's 1 cup of flour. There's a light on there, who knew? And then another cup of flour. And then 3/4 cup of water. And I'm going to fill that up. Here's 3/4 of a cup of water. All I gotta do is mix it all up. I'm gonna get a whisk and just mix it all up. I guess just keep mixing. I think you could use just a little bit more water. Here's what it looks like right now. Suppose I just gotta keep on mixing. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Alright. There's that. Nice and thick consistency. But I might need a little bit more because I'm making 6 different variations in total. With and without the Kool Aid and whatnot. So I'm going to add another cup of flour. And then just eyeball the amount of water. Alright, there's the dough. Now I have to measure it out in about 6 different variations. I'll put down some paper, something if I can find some. Maybe some aluminum foil. Alright, there's an aluminum foil. Now I'm going to scoop this out in about 6 equally measured things. And I'm going to sort of mix it around by hand first. I've seen bakers do this before. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this. Okay, there's that. Now let's prepare the special stuff we're going to add. Alright, here we have some pickles. I'm going to chop them up because the hardtack biscuits are going to be sort of small. And chopping up will help these sort of integrate into there nicely. That's probably all we need. I love pickles. Alright, now I'm just going to dice them. Not too much, not too little, just right. That'll do it. Good food. Now, I'm going to take the pickles and bottom row is with pickles, top row is without, so 1, 2, and 3. You know, I have 2 flavors of pickles, yes and no, and 3 flavors of Kool Aid. No Kool Aid and red Kool Aid and purple Kool Aid. Now, I'm just going to sort of mix these in. Mix them in nicely to each one of these. You know, it's been a very long time since I've done a cooking with Steelfist Gaming video. It's going to be good to get one done. Alright. Pickles are nicely in there. We've done rows. Now it's time to move on to columns. No Kool Aid, cherry, purple. Yeah. And I'm going to sort of squish them together, so I guess right between these two and these two, it's going to be a little bit of everything. So that'll be nice. Alright. Cherry. Cherry. There's that. And then here's the purple. I love this stuff. I love the smell of grape. Reminds me of Tylenol that I would take for headaches when I was younger, before I could have ibuprofen. I've had headaches for a very long time. Bad ones. So, guys listening out there, do not get a concussion. Alright. I'm just going to mix this in until the whole thing's red. It looks like it's sort of just all throughout it. Just knead the dough until I gotta refocus. Alright, there's that one. There's... I think I put more in that one because it's still... Maybe just the pickle juice reacting with it. All the chemical reactions it causes. Alright, I'm going to do this one just a little bit more. Just some folding. Alright, now on to these two. I'm going to fold it all up. And, you know, Kool Aid's got the electrolytes, so pirates probably would have ate this stuff right up because got electrolytes. It isn't just calories from the flour. It's electrolytes too from the Kool Aid. So if you're on a pirate mission or fighting against the French during the Civil War, then you'll be able to have much more energy because of your electrolytes. And yeah, this will keep you going for much longer than just regular hardtack. I'm gonna sort of squish this one around. There's more flour. I'm just gonna. There's that, and now I'm gonna put them in a baking pan so I can bake them. I'm gonna wash this Kool Aid off my hands. All right, I have the thing for baking stuff right here. Always remember, spray it with cooking spray so your hardtack won't stick to the pan and you won't be able to get it out of the oven. So make sure to do that so that way it sticks. Alright, I'm gonna put pickle. This is just gonna be the regular hardtack right here. The one with cherries and no pickle. The one with cherries and pickle. That. There's flour, so I might dust it on top of the pickle ones a little bit just to make sure that, you know, it stays. It'll help it stay drier. Alright, we're done with this. And now, it's time for the fun part. Well, the rest of it already was fun, but it's going to be even funner. I'm going to find something to press these nice and flat with. Rolling pin. You know, I see people in cartoons get hit on the head with these and it looks like it hurts. Just roll them out until they're flat like SpongeBob after something heavy falls on him. This one's sticky, but the oven should dry it out. You know, the dough almost fights you. It keeps wanting to squish back into its original shape, so you gotta sort of do that. And this is the last one. Alright. There's that. And now I'm going to sort of cut them, pre-cut them with a knife, so that way they're a nice square shape. Just being careful. Alright. Sort of a grid pattern. I have the horizontal. Now it's time to go into the vertical. gonna flip it around so I can get to it easier. Alright, and something I noticed, I'm not sure if it's something they really have to do, but hardtack, it has holes poked in it. I'm going to poke these. Just give them nice pokes. I might time-lapse this. This sort of looks like a galaxy right here. It's kind of cool. I've never made hardtack before, especially this special kind right here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one turns out. This is the last one. There's that. And now it's time to go into the oven part. We're going to preheat the oven to 375 degrees. And that'll be ready soon. And bake it 30 minutes on one side and 30 minutes on the other is what it says on the internet. What? Okay, so next up, put it in the oven for 30 minutes. I'm going to do that. Put it in there. I'll go with the bottom one. Feeling lucky. Put it in there for 30 minutes. Okay, so this is the part where I take it out of the oven now, because it's been another 30 minutes on the other side, and let's see how it is. Ugh, wow. Look at that. That's perfection right there. Look. I can't believe I really made that. That looks awesome. I'm gonna try it now. Well, guys, I still don't know why my camera is super dark, but you guys can still see what's going on. So I'm gonna be trying these hardtacks, and I'm going to start out with the regular one. That really is hard. Okay. Sort of like a cracker. Really tough though. My camera battery is low. I'm gonna get a new one. Okay, I put a new camera battery in, and now it looks all bright. Okay, now we try regular without pickles, and that was pretty good. Now here's regular. Well, here's no pickles, but with the cherry Kool Aid. That's actually really good. It's like a Pop-Tart. Wow. You know, it's like a Pop-Tart, but more organic. Using all natural ingredients, just flour and water. Tastes for the sourness of the cherry. After you chew it for a little while, that's alright. It really is just like a Pop-Tart. Alright. Kind of sticks to the teeth a little bit, which means you get a taste for even longer. Alright. Now, here's the grape with no pickles. It's like a grape Pop-Tart. It's sort of like that Tylenol they make for kids I used to have back in the day when I had headaches. So it's a nostalgic flavor. You can also really just feel the electrolytes. Smell it too, it's a strong smell. That's good. Alright. Here's no Kool Aid, but with pickles. I know the ones with Kool Aid are softer. I think when pickles are cooked, they might lose a little bit of flavor. Or maybe just tasting a little bit of pickle. I sort of taste in the back of my tongue. So you gotta dig to get to it. But it's like a diamond, it's worth it. Alright. Here's pickle and cherry Kool Aid. This one's nice and hard. It's so hard to chew that when I'm sort of breaking through it, I can see my eyes vibrating. Kind of interesting. I think this one's burnt a little bit, but that gives it a nice sort of barbecue flavor. I can sort of taste the pickles in this one, along with the cherry. They sort of complement each other in an unusual but pretty good way. Lastly but not leastly, grape with pickles. There's that Tylenol flavor, and just a little bit of the pickle flavor. That's pretty good. Well, if you want to make this recipe, tag me in a YouTube video. And yeah. Also, my 1,000 subscriber play button, I have 2 more of them. And if you send me a letter to this address by the end of the year, you can enter in a giveaway where I'm going to pick one of your names and send you one of these. So that's that for this episode. If you make this recipe, tag me and I'll leave a comment under your video. Steelfist Gaming, signing out.